Prescription opioid overdose deaths in the United States are now the leading cause of injury death. Just in the last year, the number of deaths due to opioid overdose was 29,000. Each and every one of these deaths could have been prevented. Our goal with our app Noxy is to reduce this number of deaths to 0. Okay, so this is our app Noxy. It is recommended by either a pharmacist or a doctor when a patient is acquiring opioids. And this is the first screen. This is the welcome screen. The point behind the screen is to make the user feel really comfortable, to give them some information about some statistics about people who are become addicted to opioids, and let them know that they're not alone. And as you can see, the format here is a storybook. It uses a scrollable tab view, so you can just swipe right when you want to get to the next screen. The whole point is to educate them into getting naloxone. So let's start. Often the patient will become addicted to these opioids, including heroin, and they might end up taking too much. There are signs that will show the symptoms of an overdose, and sometimes these symptoms will lead to death. Let's learn more about these symptoms. The first of these symptoms is a slow and almost undetectable heartbeat. The next symptom is very small pinpoint pupils, which is often accompanied by very blue lips and fingernails. Next is strange, shallow, or no breathing at all. Next is unusual or unresponsive sleepiness. The next slide introduces the patient to naloxone. A lot of people don't even know what naloxone is, and this is a perfect time to introduce it right after all of the symptoms to let them know that they can reverse the effects. So we show a picture of the naloxone here and a little bit of information about it, and let them know that it can reverse the effects within seconds. One of the things we realized through research is that people who are having overdoses, they are incapacitated and can't really help themselves. So we wanted to make a really clear point about how they can't do this alone. And a lot of our proposition relies on people already having naloxone stock, just like an EpiPen. So we want to let them know that they can't do it alone, and this gives them an opportunity to add a loved one. And so if we click add here, it would send a text to their loved one. So this could be the person's wife or their mom or somebody. It'll send a text to them with a link to the app so they can download it and also educate themselves. If they're not interested in doing that, then they can just click skip right here. So if they click skip, then they come to this screen, and this is our perfect opportunity to figure out whether they have naloxone or not. In our proposition, we're assuming that people should have the naloxone from their doctor or their pharmacist, because this is how we really believe that lives will be saved if they already have the naloxone on hand. So here's where we ask them if they have naloxone or not. So they can choose yes or no. And there's another option for I'm helping a friend. And this will be for a person who might have received an app link from the patient. And they can just select I'm helping a friend, and then it will just educate them on how to help their friend or their loved one. So if they click yes that they have naloxone, then we want to help them with a little preparation by asking them where they keep it. We believe that if they make a note of where they kept it and even add a photo of where they may have kept the naloxone, then if they get into an emergency situation, they're going to be a lot more likely to find it and save their life, or their loved one would be able to see where they keep it and a picture and be better able to save their life in an emergency situation. So if they click no that they don't have naloxone, then this is where we encourage them to go acquire it. So it says get naloxone, and here it shows a map based on their geolocation so that they can find the nearest pharmacies that carry the naloxone. They can also conveniently call each one of these pharmacies just to make sure they have it. So after they've acquired the naloxone, they go to another screen which will be about educating them how to use it. So it shows a video here which could be, the most effective and safe way to administer the naloxone, either auto-injector or nasal spray. And it has step-by-step instructions on how to administer it along with a video.